Fox here, and today I'll be taking a look at the World of Tanks 8.9 patch. Now this patch introduces the second German tank destroyer line, and I think 3 new premiums. Don't mind that noise. And it also introduces the what just a speed, okay. The Type 3 Chinook Kai, which is the improved version of the regular Chinook. I'm gonna start with this guy. It's armed with the Type 5 75mm anti-tank gun, and basically, it it's not really that special. Fact, you can compare it to some other medium to this tier, but you know, it's a premium tank. So let's see what he has. This rate of fire, rate of fire kind of sticks a bit. Let's see here. Let's compare it to the M4's gun. No, that's not what I wanted. Should go to the M4's Top Gun. Better firing rate. What else is there? T-34's gun. What's the gun? Same caliber. I don't know. Let's see. T-34's gun. This gun really faster, definitely. And it's slower. It's definitely slower. So yeah, it kind of sticks a bit, somewhat. But let's see here. Accuracy, average at best. Aiming time, still pretty average. So let's see here. Hit points, not bad. It's certainly not the best, but still not bad. Pretty decent. Engine power, speed limit, and traverse speed. Those two are kind of pretty close. You have to admit, that's pretty good. Hull armor, 50, 25, 20. Now, it mainly appears to be vertical for the angled back, slightly angled back. I mean, unless you're gonna aim from here, I doubt you're gonna be hitting much. But the turret armor is pretty good. 75 front, 50 sides and rear. So that's pretty much comparable to the German's turret armor. But this is straighter and the Sherman's is more rounded, so yeah. Also here are 2 premiums, I think. Yeah, I only have to take 64, which is basically just a Hellcat turret on Chappie, I think. I'm not really sure. What is this? It's produced in Taiwan on the N24 Duster, I think that's what it's called. But it has the 76mm from the nothing, because it belongs to himself. Now, let's check out the gun stats. Accuracy, 0.4. Now that's wow. Wow. I have nothing to say about that. Aiming time, pretty average. Now, hit points, 580. Pretty good. But this is what this tank is best at, and that is that his speed limit is 72.4. Ugh. Wow, that is pretty fast for this tank. It's a light tank, keep in mind, and it's armed with this gun. Pretty good. Now, armor, it's a light tank. It doesn't have that much armor, really. So, what else is here? There's also okay, let's see here. China. That's a depot, what am I doing? There's also the T-34-3 and the 1112, which will be available in the gift shop only after the patch is up. But here's the big part of the patch. The fact that they released the second German TD line. It extends from the Marder 2, beginning with the Marder 38T, and all the way down to the Waffen. I can't say that. I'll just call it the Super E100. Yeah, that sounds better. So let's take a look at each one of them. Marder 38T. This is a small tank. This is a very small tank. Looks like it's built on the Panzer 38 hull. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It probably is. It is really small. I'm thinking it's actually smaller than that, the Marder 2. This tank, though it's a pretty good gun, the Pak 40 by 3L. That gun. Why do they have a toolbox? I mean, larger repair kit. I don't know. But it's a pretty nice gun. Has a pretty high firing rate compared to that of the this Top Gun. Higher, much higher. So that's just our firing version of that guns. Now, hit points, a bit spotty there. Definitely an improvement over that of the Marder 2, but better, definitely. For tier 4, I mean, let's look at the other tanks around it. .250, 75, 280. It could be better. Now, engine power, 180 horsepower, pretty good. But weight limit. Now, this thing is fast, 47 kilometers per hour. Is fast, just saying. But here's the amazing part: 50 front hull armor. Now that's not much at tier 4, but on such a small tank like this, that's just amazing. But I don't think it counts for the gun shield itself. I think it counts for this. But that's still pretty good for this little guy. Rate of fire 18.75, as we said earlier. Yeah. Now next up would be the Panzer SFL-4C. Now this is built on Panzer IV chassis, obviously. It was designed with 88 blacks at tier 5. As you can see, there you go. 75 right here, 88 here, which is freaking amazing at this tier. Now look at this. 8 rounds per minute. That should be expected. It's a big gun, okay? But look at this. 94 penetration. 237 with premium rounds. But 200 damage. However, this accuracy, not exactly the best. In aiming time, average at best. Now this tank is faster than this. It has a bigger speed limit and the traverse speed, which is just wow. Now whole armor is trash. This is all trash. You rarely gonna ever bounce anything. It's basically, if you shoot anyone in the tank, it's gonna penetrate, basically. But look at this. That is just a regular gun. Then this monster just takes up the entire thing. And this hollow space is big. So artillery will utterly decimate you if they land a shot. Like most open top TDs. Yeah. This leads to the Nashorn. Now I have to say the speed decreases, the hit points definitely increases. So let's see here. So this is basically the closest you're gonna get to a TD version of the Hummel, basically. Because this uses the same gun as these tanks, these higher tier tank destroyers, and this is just sitting at tier 6. Look at the let's look at the Jagdpanther. What am I typing? The Jagdpanther. One tier ahead of it. One tier ahead of it. And already mountain the top gun on the Jagdpanther. Now let's look at the Jagdpanther 2. Already topping the stock on the Jagdpanther 2. This tank is just this tank here. It's a glass cannon, basically. Like most of the tanks on this line. That's what they're for. These are glass cannons, all of them. But the thing is, they are large glass cannons. They have a big profile, which means you can't play as a close range sniper. You gotta stay back and snipe with camouflage and a camo net. Now let's take a look here. Speed limit low. Definitely not speed limit this guy. Firing rate 9.52 rounds per minute. Improvement over this of 8, but yeah, improvement. But get this. It aims faster. Now I can understand between difference of technology, but that's quite a change. Now, next we have the Stuart Emil, or as I call it, the Stubborn Emil, or the Panzer SFL 5. Now this tank, hold on your chairs, but it mounts a 128mm cannon that can do 490 and probably penetrate almost any heavy tank it faces. This is just at tier 7. Let's look at the other tier 7s this tier. Okay, Jagdpanther 2. Look at that, almost half the damage. While the other tank, the Stuart Emil, has better penetration and twice as much damage. Now let's take a look at tanks from other nations. We have the T-25-2 Top Gun. Not even it matches that. 25 AT. Not even that matches that with a 105mm gun. They go with France with their AMX AC-46. Nope. As you can see, almost none of these tanks will match up to the insane raw firepower that the Stuart Emil has. Not even this legendary 122mm gun on the SU-152. Not even that matches up to that gun. But however, this gun does. It has the gold round to do it. But this really, that is insane. Let's take a look at the accuracy. Worse than the Nashorn. Aiming time worse than the Nashorn, but the chances are you're probably gonna hit them. Probably, but here's the bad part. Here's his Achilles heel. You can only hold 15 rounds at a time. And guess what? No gold rounds right here. Nothing. That's the Achilles heel. That, in fact, that is slow. It's very slow. Okay? This is a this is almost the definition of glass cannon. Slowness, 15 rounds, open top even, but it has such an amazing gun. Now, this leads to the Super ELC, as I call it. I can't pronounce that name at all, but this is what it leads to. This tank, just look at it. Just take a nice good look at it. Look how low profile it is. And look at its hit points. Where are these hit points coming from? It's certainly not coming from the armor. Certainly not coming from the weight. Where are all these hit points coming from? That's some features to compensate for it, but seriously, here it is. It's armed with this gun. Okay, you got some of this gun. 128mm gun. But I can mount this gun. The 150mm PAC L29.5. With this 250 penetration, worse than that of the 28M, but 750 damage. That is a lot. That is just a lot. And think of how small this tank is. Think of the way you can hide this tank, because it is small. Just saying. Now the speed, not very good. You would expect this tank to be faster, but nope. It's pretty slow. Now the rate of fire. Let me just move the mic back. Now rate of fire, 5 on this. Not bad. This 333. I don't think that's a good number. This tank is basically just the souped up German version of an ELC, basically. Because look at this, because low profile combined with a big gun. But there's one problem, it's not as fast as an ELC. Okay? And I don't think it has a turret either. Because I'm pretty sure that that gun shield is welded down, or maybe it's uplifted. I can't be sure. I think it's uplifted. So there you go. Next up, the Super Panzer IV. Or should I say Super Saiyan Panzer IV, because this gun. Just kidding. This gun right here. Look at it. 276 penetration. 5 rounds per minute. 560 damage. Aiming time, freaking good. Accuracy, freaking good. 38. Look at that right there. This is your sniping tank right here. Has a full traversable turret, I think. Look at it. Whole armor 80. So you're saying this part right here, this part, mainly this part is 80. Well, this part, that's canvas. This part's canvas. These two parts here, canvas. That's how thin they are. I don't expect yourself to be bouncing a lot of shots and things, obviously. And expect your gun to be damaged a lot, because half this tank's height is the gun. And if you're flanked, don't expect your gun to survive the fight. Just saying. Now let's check it out. 1600 hit points. 400 power. Okay, I can understand the slow speed limit, but 29 tons. It's pretty light. Now that I think about it, most of it comes from what? These guns, these massive guns. They're just huge. But the fun doesn't stop there, folks. So you launch the Super E100. what the what what is this monstrosity? Is it a Gundam? Are we introducing Gundams in this game now? Mind the bad jokes, people, but seriously, look at this design. It just really tore off the rear half of the E100 and tried to push this gigantic turret. The, uh, the half the tank is the turret and gun, and the gun is even exposed this much. But here's the kicker: its guns are low, and look at this. Look at this. .29 accuracy. .29. Now, let's compare it to the Leopard's gun. The Leopard and E50M's gun. E50's gun, .30. Okay, this gun is more accurate than this gun, which was the most accurate gun in the game. But then we take a look at the Leopards. Let's take a look at the Leopards, which is one of the furthest advancements in technology in the game. .30. Look at that! Look at this! What the... What? Now let's take a look at the FV402 with its war ordnance. Hell, not even that can match this. I don't know if I looked right that one up, but seriously, and guess what? It's loaded on a magazine. I don't know how many rounds specifically, but it's loaded on a magazine. Don't expect yourself to survive in the brawl because you're not. Look at this whole armor, but the turret armor is 20. That's canvas. That's basically canvas right there. So they're gonna be aiming for this. The rear. Why are they even considering the rear as armor? The rear armor doesn't exist. The rear armor is the gun, but as E100 front armor. I highly doubt anyone's gonna be shooting that part. Okay? I can load 60 AP. 60 anything. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But you probably can't be a medium range sniper. You have to stay really far back because look at this tank. It's huge. Okay? It's huge. Its turret will be sticking out of cover, basically. This tank. It's just, well, it's just the pure definition of glass cannon. Here. Awesome DPM, by the way. Potential DPM is pretty high, but this is what, this part right here is what keeps it from being good. That, combined with the 40 speed limit, and 30 traverse speed. And look at the turret traverse speed, 24. I never really have checked traverse speed on any tanks. I never really have bothered. Yeah, I never bothered to. Okay. The traverse speed, This tank. This is a glass cannon here. I should rename this entire line the German glass cannon line. But don't say that's an offense. No, the potential of high damage output is great in the field, but don't leave yourself exposed because you're gonna get cut apart. Just saying. Now I'm gonna take a brief look at the 112 and the T-34 of these two tanks. Now I don't have them personally, but let's take a look at this. Let's see. It appears to have this gun. 122. What does this? What does it rather have? 122. I can't really take a look at these. I can't take a look at these tanks. I cannot take a look at them. So this marks the end of this preview of the 8.9 patch. I will be taking a look at these individual vehicles later on. I'll be taking a look at mostly vehicles. So my name is Thinker Fox, and I'll see you guys for the next video. See you guys. Oop, wrong button.